hear when you need your auto insurance most is,
"Thank you for calling. Please listen to your list of 46 possible service options."
Which is why when you choose Automobile Association and its affiliates.
At iron-rooster.com.
National anthem here this afternoon from Michie Stadium in West Point, New York. Pete Medhurst, Joe Miller with you as we look down high atop Michie Stadium. Joe, pre-sale of over 10,000 tickets, and you can see that because there are hordes of people still trying to get into the stadium. And the problem is, when 10,000 people all try to come into the stadium, because everybody likes to tailgate, you got lines. These people are going to be probably mid-first quarter, late first quarter by the time some of them get in here, but such is the case when it's Army and Navy here this afternoon. And early for this Navy team, how you handle this, to me, how do you handle this environment? Because you play in front of a big crowd. I mean, some of these guys have been playing in front of a couple hundred people on a Friday night.
Sure.
For the last few years. Now the big stage has arrived. Ironically, and I asked Joe Amplo about this in the pregame. All of a sudden, despite all the early ups and downs for this Navy team, Joe, here they are at West Point today, looking for a fourth win over a ranked team and in complete control of their, quote, destiny in the Patriot League right now.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, through all the ups and downs, you got to a spot where you're in a pretty good location as far as trying to get to that 1 or 2 seed in the Patriot League. And obviously, you win here today. I mean, the rest is at home, and you feel, obviously, you don't think you're just going to walk in there and pick up victories against Bucknell or Loyola, but you would be favorites in both those games. So, as I said, with all the ups and downs, you got to not held on, but kind of just dominated the rest of the game. And I think these first 15 minutes is going to be very important. I mean, not only I think there's no person that has a bigger first 15 minutes than Sean Burr right now. I mean, that guy has a lot of pressure on him, and if Navy can get 4-5 goals in that first quarter, then you start to question about what you want to do at that goalkeeper position. So he's the guy that has the biggest, I think, carrying the biggest load on his shoulders coming into this game.
All right, here we go. Will Coletti, Zach Hayashi. Mids moving to the goal to our right. Army will shoot at the goal to our left here in the opening quarter. And it was scrummed to the near side, and it comes up Jackson Butters, but he slips and loses the ball right in the middle of the Army painted logo. Jackson went to stop as he was headed to the far side, and he slipped and lost the ball, and Army has the opening possession.
Well, the Mids win that opening faceoff, but Army, as you mentioned, gets the first possession here. And that's what we talked about with the rain, and all of a sudden it started to come down pretty quickly and pretty hard, and you get a player slipping there early on.
Plunkett just inside the top of the restraining line. Ball passed toward the side of the crease and off of the stick of Eicher. And the Mids get the turnover as Daly collected in his crease out left to Bonitz, who brings it back to Dan in the middle of the Navy defensive box, moving left to right.
Well, both teams make a mistake there. Wrong slide by Navy. Eicher's got a layup, and he just can't catch the ball. That would have been an easy goal for a talented goal scorer like Eicher there. Big mistake there early.
Eicher, the junior out of Warrenton, Virginia, the program at Episcopal. He's got 26 goals on the season to lead the Black Knights. Mids with an opportunity with Swanson controlling now in the midfield for Navy. Right side for Hewitt. Max ups, stays in the right alleyway. Backpedals here. Picked up by a short stick defender. Moving across the top of the box. Hewitt bounces it near side Haley. Mack The helicopters that went around before the national anthem come back after the game has started. Carter Ash on the far side. Shot clock at 18 for the Mids. They go out to our line, 10 yards outside the box. X looking to get down the left alleyway. From the wing. Switches to the right hand. Shoots it across the crease. Tolker did a good job to stop, or he would have been in the crease. 7 seconds left for the Mids. It'll be Ash from the near side corner. Carter gets it away to Haley. Haley with 3. Has to get rid of it. Shoots. Burn. Side of the net. Save for the Black Knights.
Nice move by Haley. He was goal line extended. Got free. Actually got a pretty good look there. Running down. Just didn't have much of an angle as Byrne makes the save.
Haley, a left-handed shooter by nature, and had a chance. Byrne, middle of the field. Excellent clearing pass. Christian Azur. He'll get it back to Plunkett. Plunkett will reset the Army offense, standing just outside the logo. Jacob Morin comes on for the Black Knights, wearing number 90. Bailey O'Connor, the senior, will carry behind the goal. Started his lacrosse career at Salisbury. Great program for Jim Berkman, playing the War on the Shore today against Washington College. Plunkett left side. Good slide by Lacalzi, who knocks it out. Foot race onto the near side. Plunkett trying to box out Lacalzi. Gallagher comes to help. Eicher comes out of there unsettled. Goal line extended right across top. Shoots it over top of the crease. Wow.
Yeah, Eichert again with an opportunity there. He took that shot high. No reset of the shot clock. Lacalzi, who's been playing really well of late. Another nice play to knock that ball free.
McCullum broke a stick. So Marsh comes on to replace him for the moment. Shot clock at 8. Plunkett from the top of the box. Moore far side with 3, with 2. Switches to his left hand. Hits the side of the net. What do we got? Shot clock violation, says the referee. See the water splashing up the side of the crease there where that shot hit.
Warren and Eicher, 153 shots combined by those two guys, and they've had all the shots here early on, 2 apiece.
No score here in this game from Michie Stadium in West Point, New York.
I mean, I think it's kind of silly sometimes when you talk about it, but I really do think like that first goal can just settle you in a lot quicker in these type of games.
Garza, Jarris, and Hauser second midfield on. They get it to John, who cuts right across the top of the box. Wants to back it out. Army and man-to-man. Jarris near side had a goal in his return to the lineup last week against Lafayette. Hauser stops in the left alleyway, back to the center of the box. Keegan shoots. Byrne with the save.
Yeah, not a tough save there for Byrne, but he gets 2 good ones early.
Pallotti, their long pole defenseman, he gets rid of it after he got checked. Knocked away. Nicely done by the Mids. Box. Joe, you mentioned it a moment ago. Nick Lacalzi is playing first-team All-Patriot League defenseman like lacrosse here, especially over the last month.
He's been fantastic. And again, Army just a little bit off here early on. That pass, if he makes it, a couple of yards before, it's a layup type situation, but he waits for some reason to try to make that pass and then allows Navy to get back defensively and knock that ball away.
Our line doesn't use the screen to set out to the wing. Hewitt back up top, Swanson. No score first quarter. 10 minutes to go. Swanson, center of the box, gets free. Bouncing shot, Byrne with the save. Rebound collected by Hewitt to the right of the net. New shot clock for the Mids. Our line will fire. Byrne again. Makes the save up high to the right.
Well, Byrne, big save here early on.
Sophomore from Ackworth, Georgia, stepping up early here as the Black Knights have had some shaky goalkeeper play over the last few weeks, but so far up to the task here in this first quarter with 9:20 to go to keep this game scoreless.
Yeah, Matt Chess started every game until the Carolina game. After the BU loss, they went to Byrne. Numbers were pretty brutal against Colgate last week, but he's been fantastic here early on with 3 saves, 1 high-quality version.
Salou behind the goal. Picked up on the switch by Norton for the Mids. Shot clock at 28. Inverted roll. Passes it back to the top. Pass goes behind Fellows. Out of bounds. Another turnover by the Black Knights.
Now it's been, as we mentioned, a little bit of a sloppy start here for Army, but it's still scoreless on the scoreboard, so the Mids have not been able to cut into some of that sloppiness. But that's already Army's fourth turnover of the contest.
LaCalzi loses it on the check in the midfield area by Reese Burek. Turnover Navy. Lead pass ahead. Bonnets comes over to break it up, and it'll be off of, they're going to say Army last, or Navy last. That's a bad call.
That's a bad call. It went off of 55. Mazer, clearly.
Bonnets just hit his stick.
It should have been turnover number 5 for Army there. Just an unnecessary pass in that situation. Right now, I think the Black Knights, they're just trying to do a little bit too much.
8:10 to go in the quarter. Plunkett cutting across the box. Inside shot and a goal by Bailey O'Connor. Black Knights take the lead 1-0 on the goal at 8:05.